Food markets only.
Meet Susie Smart, she is so bright. On her blackboard you can write. She has a desk, she has a seat. What's your name, my dolly sweet?
My name is Susie Smart.
She can talk!
She can talk, but can she add?
2 plus 2 is 4. Cat, C-A-T.
You can spell!
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how
You recite!
Press the button, she says a dozen things, complete with desk, blackboard, and seat. Susie Smart, sold at food markets only.
What's this stuff? Some cereal. It's supposed to be good for you. Did you try it? I'm not going to try it. You try it. I'm not going to try it. Let's get Mikey. Yeah. He won't eat it. He hates everything. He likes it. Hey, Mikey.
Penny, 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 Penny.
Well, those aren't exactly pennies, but we're going to have some pennies. Good evening, cats and kittens, pups and pooches. It's Susie Q96. I see a few faces here. Furry told me she had to go to work, but she was first one in. And then Jackalope jumped in here, and New Marshall in town followed. Annette Esmond, William E. Got some of the regular folks in here tonight. I'm not going to be going on camera, and it's only because I was on the phone with a social worker for what she told me was going to be 10 to 15 minutes of questions, and I didn't get off until like 5-ish. So I didn't have time to get gussied up. So I'm going to stay behind the cameras today. Sir Benjamin. Hi, buddy. How are you? So no, those are not pennies. Those are actually my latest acquisition from the soda machine at one of our local thrift stores. Sir Benji and I wandered in there the other day when he took me to get me my prescriptions over at the drugstore. He got some really cool stuff in the thrift store, but I got coins. So let's look at them, because I'm going to do a little history on one of them later on in the show. And then I'm probably going to give it away, since I already have that coinage. Oops. From Bhutan. I was looking for the microscopical device, which I knocked over, so it's probably not in focus. First one I got. Doo-dee-doo. These are dollar coins. I got James Polk. Looks like somebody gouged him a little bit in the head. He was president from 1845 to 1849. There's the reverse, is the Statue of Liberty. And then we got, this one's in much better shape. There's the reverse. You can see it's in a lot better shape. And this is D. Thomas Jefferson, who was president from 1801 to 1809. The third president of the United States. And last but not least, and much later on, is the Susan B. Anthony with a, I believe that is a D mint mark, and the reverse of that one. Yeah, I gotta look, because I'm wondering if that is part do this. If this down here is a cracker, if that's actually part of the design, I'll have to look. But I found an interesting article about this Susan B. Anthony, which was released in '79. So this was obviously the year it was released. But I found a real interesting article, and I'm going to read it to y'all. Let me see if I can pull it up on the screen. There we go. Yeah. If I can zoom in real good, but anyway, I'm going to read you this about the Susan B. Anthony. And the title of the article is "The Scoundrels Must Be Found." And it is dated Sunday, May 27th, 1979, from the Sunday News Journal in Wilmington, Delaware. And it is an interesting story. It's from out of Washington. And here we go. A leak has developed at the United States Mint, and Frank Annunzio is demanding an investigation. Now, Frank Annunzio is a round, semi-bald congressman from Chicago who earned his seat 15 years ago because Mayor Daley liked him. He is not usually very demanding. But this time, old Frank is irate. He's taking it almost as a personal affront. Someone, you see, is leaking the new Susan B. Anthony dollar coin. The release of the new coin, officially scheduled for July 2nd, is considered a historic event. It will be smaller than the old traditional silver dollar, somewhere in size between the quarter and a 50-cent piece. And it will be the first United States coin to contain a portrait of a female. And the issue of whose face should grace the new dollar, we all recall, generated some of the most significant debate of last year's Congress. Frank Annunzio is involved because he chairs the Consumer Affairs Subcommittee, which was given jurisdiction over new coins in a committee reorganization last winter. Old Frank had nothing to do with the bill authorizing the new coin, but now it's his responsibility, and nobody, by God, better temper with the history he's about to see made July 2nd. The Mint already is taking orders for first-day shipments of the new coins at the inflated prices that people who like such things are willing to pay. Proper ceremonies are being planned to introduce it to the spending public. Now, there is this abominable leak. It was discovered by Annunzio's aides, who are assigned to read coin magazines. They are publishing articles indicating the dollars bearing Miss Anthony's portrait can be obtained prematurely. Old Frank's staff did some preliminary detective work and found a couple of possible sources for the leaks. It seems the Detroit Federal Reserve Bank already has distributed the coins to 120 banks in Michigan. And one of those banks loaned 250 of them to a store, and some of them found their way to a Michigan coin show. Now you know why I like this article. Then there's the New York Federal Reserve, which Annunzio's aides report is permitting its employees to carry the new coins around in their pockets. Old Frank doesn't like it. He says anyone who has this coin before July 2nd is guilty of receiving government stolen property. He mentions the tremendous profit that could be made by some unscrupulous coin collectors who sell the Anthony dollars in advance, and asks, why should a New York bank get more than 2 million of these coins at least 6 weeks before the release date? If the government cannot protect a few coins, he says, I wonder how it is able to protect the billions of dollars of other currency that passes from the Fed to commercial banks. There may well be robberies going on every day, he laments. He has asked Attorney General Griffin Bell to conduct a full-scale investigation. Old Frank, in his anger, has ignored one step congressional chairmen frequently take when they demand a probe of some sort of chicanery. They usually ask the committee's ranking minority member to join them so it can become a bipartisan expression of righteous indignation. In this case, however, the minority leader of the Consumer Affairs Committee is Delaware Rep. Tom Evans. And Old Frank probably remembers that Evans cast the only vote in committee last year against Susan Anthony's face on the new dollar coin. A reporter heading into this 4th year of watching Delawareans in Washington is fully aware that certain stories must be written every year. In some cases, it would seem more efficient to save the type used to publish the story and just reinsert it into the newspaper every 365 days. There is, for example, the story every May that Senator Joe Biden has earned more than $20,000 making speeches. There's a report each winter that Delaware has increased its share of federal aid. There's the annual piece that Delaware's 3 congressmen have again introduced their anti-busing bill. And there also must be annual stories saying that Senator Bill Roth has introduced a tuition tax credit. Bill Roth has introduced a sunset bill. Bill Roth and Jack Kemp have introduced a tax cut. The Senate has overwhelmingly approved Roth's tuition tax credit, and the House has rejected Roth's tax credit. Aides to Roth suggest 2 others on the list are the News Journal's annual editorial denouncing tuition tax credits and Roth's annual letter to the editor rejecting the editorial writer's arguments. Now the list must be expanded by 1. The Republican National Committee has endorsed one more time a bill offered to Roth and Kemp to cut the individual income tax 33% over 3 years. It makes us hope fervently that some editor with foresight has saved that type from last year's Republican tax blitz. So while the end of the article strayed completely off topic, it is very interesting to find out that someone tried to create that much controversy over the release of the Susan B. Anthony coin. So there you have it, kids. Of course, the big to-do happened where? Michigan. Of course, of course. Let me see who came in while I was reading the little historical or hysterical article about the Susan B. Anthony dollar. Grandma Kelly's Clean Life. Hi, Grandma. Mud Spot. Hi, sweetie. Let me see who else speaking. Mark Thomas. The sun will come out tomorrow. It never really went away here where I am, at least not that I could tell. Dubby-dubby-dubby-doo. Nobody important came in. Hey, that's not true. Lots of people's come in. I like it when people's come in. I will tell you, this isn't going to be a super long show because I've been a little under the weather the last few days, but I wanted to do that because we're going to give this little baby away later. Right now, we're gonna do some penny rolls. I got a few of them. I think I had $14 worth, out of which thus far we have pulled one Lincoln Life. I left everything sitting here so I could do a startup. We got a Lincoln Life. We got a 1955D Wheatie, a sweetie. And we got 3, I believe, Canadians. Got the 62. We got the, oops, the upside down 96 Tears edition. And an 86. And then we got this really funky blue one. Blue. Yep, it's blue, 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 blue. And then we got, oops, a Canadian dime that's snicked in there. 1979 edition. Yeah, I like the young ones too. That one's not in very good shape, but there we go. So I'm going to open about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rolls. That's how many I grabbed out. I grabbed 6 out. I moved my keyboard. I still have not found my book with my cheat sheets in it. Kevin! Hi, Gabby! Hi, Gabby! So basically all we are doing on these is looking for IHPs, Indian head pennies, and of course Wheaties and things that are obvious. And then we will go back through them when I find my cheatin' sheetin' book. Empty that out. And let's see what we got. First thing I always do is pick out the shield, because as far as I am concerned, shields have no yields. They just slow down the progress of the search. And while I think there is one out there that has an error on it, I'm leaving them for other people to play with. Because there's just nothing that I want to waste my time on. And boy, is there a bunch of them in this roll. And we'll throw this grubby one up here first. 87 something something. $97. Dun, dun, dun. 75. That was a weird year. 83. I'll put him aside. Put the 82s and 83s aside. They require more hunting. A hunting we will go. I'm in a really good mood. I just don't feel very. Whoa, what have we here? Oh my God, we got a blank plaintiff. Wow. Ah, it is definitely blank. I don't see any. Well, maybe it's not blank. It sure looks like a blank plaintiff. It's got some lines on it, but they don't appear to make a design. That's the second one I have found. The first one I found is in much better shape than this one and was actually in the very first penny box I ever searched. Okay, Mud Swan, I will. Can you tell me what it is supposed to weigh? While I look for my little baby scale. Somebody find that figure for me while I try and find the little scale. I do have one. I'm just not sure where it is. Oh, God. Wasn't expecting that. So I did not have the scale out. Zinc, copper, 3534. Okay. Hang on, cats and kittens. Let me see if I can find the baby scale. I had it the other day. So I know it's around here. Ah, got it. Hang on, we'll get it out of the box. I should leave that out on the desk, actually. Too bad. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. My other one was that I found was in like really good shape, and it was copper. So I don't know what I got here. Excuse me. It's zinc. See if I can get where you can see this on the scale. Nonetheless, it's still a blank. I hope I hit the right camera. Okay. The right camera. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to read the scale or not. But the scale says it weighs 2.5. I don't know if I can get it where you can actually, you can sort of see. It's upside down for the camera. There you go. There you go. Well, I thought there was something on one side, but it's a bunch of scratches. It's not, as far as I can tell, any actual design, and the other side is completely blank, except somebody, it looks like somebody put an X in it. Let me put it back under the scope here and see if I can zoom in on it a little better. But the one side is definitely blank blank. And this side, if there's anything on it, bring this down. I don't have fancy equipment, so it takes a minute. Trying to get it down as close to the coin as I can, and then I will focus in. See, it's just scuff. I thought it was something too, but it's just a scuff on that side. Looks like somebody made an X in it. Let's go to the other side. See, it. I thought that was a design too, but it's not. It's just dark and light. Because remember, this is a zinc, so it's gonna tarnish pretty quick. But I don't think there's an actual design there. So that's where we're at on that little gem. You see a crow. Yep, it's blank. Well, I thought initially I saw something on it, and then I realized it was just the way zinc tarnishes and corrodes, and that there wasn't really an actual any actual design on it. So that was a real interesting find that I certainly don't see happen very often. Let's see if I can find something to put that in. Well, I'm just going to set it up here with the finds for now. But yeah, that's cool. We'll just leave the scale out in case we have any more questions of the day. Oh, that was fun. What do you think, folks? I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that, Mark, and you beat me to the punch. Oh, well, I think it does warrant a giveaway, but I don't think we can play guess the date with it. So instead, we will be gifting away, if I can find. We're going to gift away a $2 bill, one for each side of the coin. That was fun. I feel much better now. I've been kind of sitting here feeling bad that I don't have the good stuff to give away, and you know that I just don't have that stuff. And I haven't been doing a lot of shows and haven't been finding a lot of interesting things, but I haven't seen anybody find a blank for a while. So let me rig us up a contest here real quick. All right. That was cool. I like finding stuff like that. Everybody gets it. Oh my, that was fun. Let me see here. We got how many people in the room? Okay, I got 10 people in the room. And well, I'm actually the closest, so it's mine, all mine. Okay. We're just going to use the Nightbot giveaway on this. I'm going to read off the list of people. And if you don't hear your name, you need to post in the stream. I have Annette, Jackalope, Kevin, Mark, Mudswat, New Marshall, Sir Benji, Lucky James, hi James, and William. If you did not hear your name called, you need to post something, and then you will be in here, because I'm missing somebody. I'm missing a couple of somebodies. I'll put that back under the camera while we hang out. Okay, come on, people. Yeah, right. I like Jackalope's guess. 1955 DDO. Yeah, baby. Well, come on, whoever's lurking, or I'm just gonna pull this up here. Oh, we have a chance. Fleabag's not here. Yeah, where's Glenn? Fleabag, to Fleabag, what are you? Oh. Yeah, he's become a good buddy. He and his wife have been over a couple of times helping with Sir Benji, and we all went out to lunch one day. I'm hoping to see them again soon. I like them. They're very nice people. Okay. Let me see if I can pull the screen up here. Oops, that's not what I want. Scooby-Dooby. I don't want to say the mail delivery is slow or anything, but I got a couple of birthday cards this past week. My birthday was March 3rd. They had I guess they had a heck of a trip coming from Florida. But yeah, I got a couple birthday cards. It's pretty cool. Okay, share screen. Nightbot giveaways. All right, we got 9 of the 11 people. And we're just going to hit the button, and the Nightbot doesn't mess around. It just picks somebody. It doesn't go, this doesn't go through all those flippy to do things. Alistair! Wow, long time no see you in my stream. I'm glad to see you back. I used to talk to you a lot. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. The winner of the $2 bill. No, you're in, Alistair. You're in. And he won! Okay, send me your address. The $2 bills I can send out of the country because they just go in a greeting card. You won! Yes! Congrats, Alistair, you won. Make sure to email me. He's doing a victory lap. Udden, Alistair. Udden. Oh, yeah. That was fun. All right, I got your envelope done. That's cute. So I'm going to try to get everything that I have from the last show and this show in the mail this week. I'm going to the post office tomorrow. All right. Let's close that and put our blank planchet. That's probably going to be the find of the box right there. But you never know. I'm saving Susan B. She's the end of stream. The Susan B. Anthony coin. All right, back to the pile of pennies. See what else we got in here. That one was pretty exciting. Yeah, right. We might not see a blank. Yeah, it's been a long time. The last one I found in 2019. Hey, Kevin, can you find the regular mail one? Because it has my new P.O. box in it in case anybody wants to contribute something to the channel or send me a winning lottery ticket. My luck, I get a blank Planchet lottery ticket. A blank lottery ticket. As in grand blank. They don't pronounce it blanc, it's blank. Oops, that's a shield. Eek. Where'd that nasty thing come from? 75D. 88D. Like I said, I can't find my cheat sheet book. I've still got about 20 boxes here I have not unpacked. And I can't find, my book has got to be in one of them. 67, we got close, but no cigar. That's why I'm not looking at them too much, because I'm going to go back through them when I find the book. And in case you wonder what I'm looking at the mint mark. It looks funky. It looks fungy. On the flat side of the D, it looks fungy. Me and my shadow. I don't know. Let's sit up there. That was only the halfway through the first roll. Scooby, Scooby. Yeah, I didn't have much of a day today. Spent most of my time on the phone with the social worker. Like she calls, and it was right before the eclipse was supposed to start, and she says, "Oh, this will only take 10 minutes." We were still on the phone at almost 5 o'clock. So many questions, and they want you to answer yes or no to these questions, and some of them, in my case, are not yes and no answers. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Now, while I'm doing this, I'm gonna throw a question out to y'all. If someone was hired to do housework for you, and you saw them mop the floor without sweeping the floor first, Would that bother you? Or would you think that was an acceptable? Oh, so close. I don't know, but I didn't think that was acceptable. This lady was supposed to mop my floor, and she didn't sweep at first. She poured a cup of water on the floor and dragged the mop through it. Oh, it was dirty. It had not been mopped in like 2 or 3 weeks. And then she did my dishes, and every one of them was soapy, and she put them in the drainer and then poured a cup of water over them. So the water went all over the counter, and the dishes were not clean. Every one of them had food stuck to them. Needless to say, I called the social service agency and asked them if they could find a replacement. All she did was smear the dirt around the floor. The floors looked worse after she got done than they did. Yeah, it was bad. And I tried to make it sound like, well, maybe she just can't see very well, or I don't want people to lose their jobs, but by the same token, if you're being paid to clean, things are supposed to be clean when you're done. Oh my goodness. And I'm so spoiled because I had this wonderful lady when I lived in Virginia named Sandy. And when Sandy got done, the place was clean. And I didn't have to tell her what to do either. She would just come in and clean. So anyway, they were asking me a whole bunch of questions today about what things I needed done and what things my plan covers. But it shouldn't have taken so long. That's why I'm not on camera. I didn't have time to tidy up and get dressed and all that. So I didn't really have time to look for my book. I did look for it some today, but picking out the shields of no yield. Sitting too close to the heater, getting toasted. Yeah, M3 took a very mild interest. Mike the Greek. Cool. Hi, Mike the Greek. Yeah, M took a very mild interest in the eclipse. He noticed it was getting dark outside, and he looked for a second and then went and got to bed and went to sleep. I guess he figured it was night time. Too funny. Oh, well, I can tell you, this one does not have any Wheaties in it, and there's sure no more blank planchets in here. So I'm just going to push them aside until I find my... I didn't tidy up. Neither did Charlie on Sunday. Yeah, but it's not the same, Mike. Men can do that. If women do it, we catch all kinds of crap. It's just a fact. And that is the absolute truth. It's just like when I worked in racing, and men could get away with all kinds of stuff. You know, if they made a reporter or whatever, a male reporter made a mistake. No big deal. Woman made a mistake. Oh, women shouldn't even be doing racing. Yeah, 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 yeah. So I just err on the side of caution. And if I look bad, really bad, I did go on a couple of times when I was really sick because people were saying I wasn't sick. And I'm like, honey, look at this and tell me I'm not sick. But yeah, I'm still in my jammies. So no, I wasn't going to do it. And pick out the shield of no use. Ooh, there's a grub. That one looks like it came. No pants. What we got here? 90. More shields. Where are we at here? Boy, that thing looks like it's about 100 years old as a shield penny. Ay. Shield. 2000. See if it's a wide. Nope. Red alert! Red alert! Wheatie! Breakfast of Champions! Let me see what I got to give away here. All right, guys, you know the drill. Guess the date closest without going over, based upon the reverse, and only the reverse. I'll give you a couple minutes to place your guess while I see what else is in here. Take the rest of the shieldies out. Yeah. Eyes focused in here. There's allegedly 10 people. One guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anybody else want in? There's 3 more spots. I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 3 more people. Last chance. Oh, excuse me. This has been my problem all day. Last week, because of the way my doctor's appointments were scheduled, hey, it's Benji. I had to go several days without some of my medications, and it really messed me up. And even though I got the got the rest of my meds, it's taken a couple of days for my digestive system to get back into shape. Ah, well, hello, Marvin. Yeah, it was a little nasty. Last chance to guess the date. Closest without going over one guess only, based upon the reverse of said reading. Last chance before I flip her over. Oh, I didn't tell you what you were going to win, did I? That's because I didn't figure it out yet. I think we're going to give away this. James L. Polk dollar coin. Lovely condition. A little bit of flaws, but it came out of the vending machine, so what do you expect? Let me put this back up here for one last chance. Whee! Find an envelope, something to put it in. Okay, let's see what we got. Da-dum. Put the brakes on for a minute. I wanted to get back up to the... Ooh, 42. Alistair's over, Kevin's over, Jackalop's over, Marshall's over, Eller's over, Annette's over. Ooh, I think it's going to be William E. with 1935. Yep, it is William E. with 1935. Well played, indeed. Yeah, we've had a couple of those like that where they were older than they, way older than they appeared. I think one night we had like a 1930 something and people were guessing in the 50s on it because it was in really good shape. And yeah, good details. And think about it, this penny was probably floating around in somebody's pocket during World War II. So it's an oldie but a goodie. Yeah. All right, let me get this. I'm trying to be more organized with my outgoing stuff. I have one person, I have lost his address twice now. And his package is still sitting on my desk because I'm an idiot. Never one on guess the date. Well, see, the thing about the guess the date though, Kevin, is a coin can be a terrible shape and have a newer date. And sometimes you can have one that has really good detail and it's really old. It's it just works that way sometimes. That's what makes this an interesting game is Yeah, you can have one that's been run over by cars and beat to snot. It's a 58 or something. Put that over there with Mr. Alistair. And we'll go through some more of these real quick. I can tell you there are no more Wheaties or anything like that in here. I'm just quickly buzzing through. Like I said, we're going to go back through all these when I find my cheat sheet. I really need to make my mat for my desk now that I have a desk that there's enough room on. I have a really nice L-shaped desk where I can put things out. Yeah, I found a wheat penny some time ago when I was metal detecting, and it was way down in the ground, but it was pristine. It was very clean and didn't look like it had really been circulated much. And I've got it somewhere around here in a little slip. It's really nice looking penny. Yeah, we're going to go back through all of these when I have the all the errors and things that I'm looking for on the list in front of me, because I can't remember all that stuff. My brain is a little fried. Let me put these over in the go through them later stack. Open up another bowl. Right now we're just cherry picking, which means we're just going through and picking out the obvious, like Wheaties, blank planchets, and Indian heads, and stuff that's right there in front of your face saying, hey, pick me, pick me. Yeah, I think the blank planchet so far has been the high point, because I don't have a whole box. I think I only had $14 worth. These were rolls that I got from Sir Benji. Was nice enough to share part of his box with me because I couldn't get to the bank to get any. Here's a Lincoln. A Lincoln Life series. I saved them. Shield. One thing about doing them this way is that I don't accidentally expose the date on the Wheaties. Yeah, I didn't do well on Sunday, so I missed Charlie. I heard he wasn't gussied up. Those guys all get up too early for me. Sunday's the one day I try to sleep in a little bit. I don't go to church up here. Maybe I will. Well, I know I will when I get a car. That's my new thing. I got to get a car because we have public transport and I can use it, but you got to make your reservation in advance. And at some point, my other public transport, Muscle Shield. No, he's not my transport, but hi, baby. I don't want to forever be using Randy's taxi service, as in Sir Benji, who has been wonderful about taking me places that I really need to go, like the pharmacy and the grocery and the post office. And then he has also been really nice about taking me when we go out on those adventures. We go to some thrift stores. He got the coolest things the other day. I wasn't finding the really cool stuff, but Randy found some out of this world house slippers. They were definitely vintage and definitely cool. But oh, I thought that was an S. It's a D. It's a dummy. And for anybody that just came in or wasn't here, the best find of the day so far, we found a blank planchet. And we have zoomed in on it, and none of those are actually any kind of design. They're just stains. It is zinc. We got the little scale out and weighed it. But that so far has been the find of the pennies. And I was so sad Fleabag wasn't here for that because he likes the pennies. And like I said, I have not found my cheat sheet yet. So if I don't find it by next Monday, I will make new ones. I need to anyway. Push these over and open another roll. And I'm starting to get some packages here to mail out. I've got 2 or 3 from last week. Oops. Something from my new cleaning service to find. Oh, goodness. Good. I got heartburn bad. Extra stickers. Oh yeah, I gotta order stickers. In June, beginning June, Digging with Deej and I are going to the 5th annual Michigan Hunts metal detecting soiree down in southern Michigan. And she reminded me that I would probably want to take some stickers to hand out. So I'm going to have to get some ordered so I have time to get here. And if I am too sick to go to that event, I will be giving that trip away. I mean, you'll have to pay for your own transportation and that, but I will be giving away the actual admission to the event, which I splurged. That's what I spent my rest of my birthday money on. It's been a long time since I've been metal detecting, and I am so looking forward to it. If I'm well enough to attend, but not well enough to detect, now that is a seated event where they put the prizes out there, but there are also things in the ground that are not seated that you have the opportunity to find as well. But if I'm not well enough to actually detect, but I'm well enough to go, I'm going to set up a little event tent. Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry, Randy. I tried, but I got one of the very last spots. I'm going to actually get a hold of the guy and see if anybody has canceled, because I know you want to go. But anyway, if I'm not well enough to actually detect, I'm going to set up a little tent where people can come over and swap stickers, and we'll make a little video of what people found. And that way I'll still get to meet all the folks that came. But if I'm absolutely too sick to make the 2-hour drive, then I will be giving that away. And I usually know a couple of days before an event whether or not I'm going to be able to make it or not. My body will just kick in and say, no. But they have a very limited number of spots. I think it was 120 people. And they've really improved the site. From what I understand, they have campground with power, and they have a bathhouse with showers and toilets, and that's why I can go, is because they have that kind of stuff available. But yeah, I'm gonna see if we can figure out a way to get Sir Benji a spot. There's always somebody that has something going on and they don't realize it, and they schedule, and then because it's the first part of June, I'm figuring somebody inevitably is going to get an invitation to a wedding. All right, Alistair, thank you so much for coming in. I'm so glad to see you. Been a long time, and we hope to have you back Wednesday for the metal detecting show, and next week for more coins. By then, maybe I will have gotten more coins. Actually, I have a bunch of nickels we're going to go through. But I did find, when I have a car, I have found 2 car washes that I can get quarters from, but one of them's like 18 miles from here. The other one's in kind of an unsavory neighborhood. So we shall. But the one that's 18 miles from here, right by where I go to turn off to go to my friend Q's house. So anytime I have a car, I go there. Nothing exciting in that bunch. We'll go back through them when I have the cheat sheets. And let's just throw them around. It's so much fun to do that. Get them all shook up. Reminds me. Oh yeah, I got to do the. Oh, did you go, William? You'll have to come in Wednesday night and tell us all about it. Don't tell us now. Come back Wednesday on Sweeping the Dirt and tell us about it. My first time metal detecting was a long time ago. I went because my dad had gotten a metal detector, and I was about 15 maybe. This was when they first came out, and they were big, heavy, clunky things. But I was so excited because my dad had found a gold class ring a couple of days before, and I went out there. I thought I was going to get rich. And we were at the boat ramp, and mostly all I found at the boat ramp was fish hooks I did find a pocket knife, though. That was good. Ooh, that's a real nice Lincoln one. It hasn't even had a chance to turn grody yet. That's a nice one. It doesn't look like it's been passed around much. See a little spot up by the Wii. That looks pretty good. I'll have to keep that one aside. I'm still so excited about that planchet. Da, 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 da. Oh, I got one more somewhere. Presidential coin. And I just happen to have one more in the last roll of pennies. We have a Wheatie. Wheatie Bo Wheatie. Same old rules. Guess the date without going over. One guess per person. If you think you're going to tie with somebody else on a date, you can put the mint mark on there, and that will be the deciding factor. And so while I pick the rest of these shields out, y'all have at it. And we will be giving away a Thomas Jefferson dollar. I'm glad to be doing shows again, even though I can't always do them. Yeah, the other person that's back doing shows again, I'm real glad to see, and I'm going to give you a blatant plug to watch for her and check to see if you are getting notifications, because she is selling most of her collections, and that is Pammy Jones, PammyJones. Pammy has a really fun show, a lot of music and joking around, but she also has a massive collection that she is selling. Her mom recently went into a care facility, and so we need to support our Pammy, and you can pick up some good bargains over there. Now, she's usually on late at night. She's kind of a night owl. So if you're a night owl or you're in another country, try and catch Pammy Jones. She was in here the other night. If I wake up in the middle of the night and can't sleep, I'll go look and see if there's a Pammy Jones show going on. So y'all try to help her out if you can. And you'll get some good laughs and some good music trivia. So, all right, we got one. There's supposed to be 6 people in here. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4 guesses. So 2 people have not guessed. What was that? I'm going to grab one more. Oh, I still have a few. And I'm actually feeling pretty good. So, figure as long as I'm feeling well, I might as well stay on for a little bit. Okay, we about ready to see what we got here. Williams got 42. New Marshall's got 48. James Eller has 38. Kevin has 32. Everybody went older this time. Everybody went a little older. All right. Well, somebody else just came in, so I'm going to wait just a second here to give that person a chance to guess the date of this coin based on the reverse image. I will give them a minute. Ah! Sir Benji sneaking in there with a 44D. All right, let's see. Everybody ready? Flipper, flipper, faster than lightning. 51. There's Fleabag. Oh man, you missed it. I'll show it to you though when 1951. Oh, let me see here. 48. 44. Looks like it's gonna be New Marshall in town with a 48. Close to 51. Congratulations. You're gonna get Thomas Jefferson $1 coin. If I can find my pen. I'm enveloping it so I don't lose it. Anybody that wins, you need to email me so that even though I may have your address, I'm trying to update my database. So I want to make sure I have correct addresses for everyone. That way I won't screw up so bad. And with the new desk, I'm doing better because I have way more room to put things out. Here's what you missed. I know you love the pennies, but this is special. I got to show this to Fleabag. In fact, I said, oh, it's too bad Fleabag wasn't here because he likes the pennies. We got a blank planchet. It is zinc. We weighed it at the suggestion of Mudspot. We dug out the little scale and we weighed it, and it weighed appropriately for a zinc planchet. That's probably the best zinc coin ever minted right there. One that didn't have anything printed on it. But we zoned way in on it. There's no design of any kind. Those are just stains. Except somebody on this side, you can see right here, they made a little X. Now, why they put an X on it and threw it away, I'm guessing they didn't know what they had. But yeah, that's so far out of these pennies, which are that part of a box that I got from Sir Benji. That was in there. So that so far has been the high point. That was a really cool little find there. That's the second planchet that I have found. The other one was copper, and I found it in my very first box of pennies that I ever searched when I lived down in Georgia, and we were all locked down on the beer virus thing. I'm going to do 2 more rolls, and then I'm going to call it a night and try and get, I sold another pair of shoes on eBay. That's the second one in like 3 days. This one wasn't quite as expensive, and these I can mail in like a poly bag. The other ones were like new in box, so I had to package them all up. And then I'm looking for the things I gave away last week. I've got to make a designated location. Well, I don't think you can get a beer from drinking a virus, so I think it was the other way. But there were people down in Florida that really thought that when they heard it was called like the beer Corona, that there were some dumb spring breakers down there that really thought that the virus was carried in the Corona beer. That was a trip because I was in Florida on a little vacation when that hit. And I came home early because there were so many idiot spring breakers down there. That just, I mean, that's pretty stupid. I'm sorry. Stupid. Stupid ass. Stupid done. Yeah, I went. That was the trip that I went metal detecting with the Weedy Boys and also with Bernardo Rob, Florida Thunder Digging with Rob. We decided not to go to Clearwater Beach on that trip. We went to some other locations. Didn't find a whole lot, but I found this one really cool Donald Duck on a pirate ship pin. And Rob used to work at Disney, and when he looked at the back of that pin, he said this was not a souvenir pin, that it was in fact a pin that employees would have gotten, which gave it a little more oomph. And I really like it. It's a cool thing to have because I was raised in Orlando where Disney is. But yeah, apparently they really thought that they were going to get the virus from drinking Corona beer. I'm like, honey, if you believe that, you already had too many beers. Okay. Like I said, I keep repeating this for different people that have come in. Corona gives you cooties. Switch to Coors. Oh my. Okay. Like I said, I'll be going back through all these pennies when I find my book that has all my cheat sheets in it. So for now, I'm just basically turning them over, looking to see if there's Wheaties or Indian heads, or in the case of the planchet, we weren't really sure. But I don't see anything else in this roll. Oh, wait, here's one. We got a Canadian. Got another Canadian. Need a roll of 40% and Rosie dime if that friend might have some. I don't know. I'll have to check. I was almost thinking about going over to the coin place that you showed me one day, because there's a few little shops there I could kill time in. But anyway, we got a Canadian here. And it's a 83. We found quite a few Canadian coins, which I predicted before I moved here was going to happen, because I used to get them in my change all the time when I lived in Michigan before. Oops. And so far in this box, I have gotten, that's my fourth, I think. Oh, that's the Planted, and that's the blue coin. And those are the Lincolns. I've gotten 2, 3, 4, 5th Canadian penny and 1 Canadian dime so far. I'm doing better on them than I am American stuff. So, and I found my little storage box I've been putting my Canadians in because I don't have albums for them yet. And don't forget, we still have the end of stream, which is going to include that Susan B. Anthony dollar. And I will also print you off a copy of that article that I read about the big controversy. Doug Harding. Ah. I'll put a copy of that article in with your coin because I thought that was pretty funny that that guy was getting that wound up. And of course, the fact that it was the controversy, the guy that was complaining was from Chicago. The paper it was in was from Delaware. And the big controversy all happened in Michigan. So it was interesting. I'm sure that that was an editorial article rather than 100% fact, but I thought it was pretty cool. And it would be something to keep with that coin to make the coin a little more interesting. And I might put something else in there with it. Remains to be seen. Like I said, if anybody has anything they would like to donate for me to give away while I'm building my channel back, the new P.O. Box is P.O. Box 1117, Grand Blanc, Michigan. And I can't remember my zip code, but I'm sure somebody will put it up on the screen. Get the mailing address out there. M3 says you can send me catnip. He says it can't get mommy in trouble. People nip is legal here. So if the Postal Service thinks his catnip is something else, it won't matter. All right, I don't see anything. Oops, there's a little group there I didn't flip yet. And we will go back through these hopefully next week when there is a cheat sheet. I may try to make my mat. I'm making my own mat because I can't afford to spend $15, $20 on one, but I have a laminating machine. So Kent struggles. Oh, he does struggle. There we go. All right. That I'm going to open one more. What the heck? Then I got to scrape these off into a bowl or something. And then I'm going to quit. Yeah, I didn't even try to look at the eclipse. I could sort of see it get dark through my blinds, but because I have that tumor in my eye, I didn't I was advised not to take any chances at looking at such things. M3 looked for a second, and then his attitude, yeah, pretty much, William. Yeah, M3 noticed it was getting dark, and so he decided it must be bedtime, and he went and got in the bed, which I thought was cute. And I knew there would be like a bazillion videos online, and they all pretty much look the same. And truth be told, I'm 71 years old, and I have seen several eclipses. So I don't get excited about that stuff. Now, I will always get excited about a space launch. Having grown up in Florida and I worked for a time at Martin Marietta Aerospace when I first got out of high school. No, actually, I was still in high school. It was part of my, I was in this thing called Junior Achievement. That was part of my Junior Achievement experience. But, yeah, so I always get a little excited. And plus, the reason my family moved to Florida in the first place was because my dad actually helped build some of the buildings at the Cape. Well, he and his brother laid the floor tile. My uncle got the contract and then realized he didn't have enough help that was professional enough to get the job done. So the reason it got dark here is because I took a nap. Yeah, it didn't get dark, really. I don't live that far from Fleabag, so. But yeah, that's about right, and that was M3's attitude as well. He took a nap, so it got dark. I don't see anything on the reverse of any of these that looks exciting. So I'm going to save the rest of them for next week. Hopefully by then I will get to the bank or somewhere and get some other coinage we can play with. Now we do still have our end of stream drawing, which is going to include this little baby and the article about the early release of the coin and the congressman who got very upset because it happened on his watch, and he thought this was going to be like a ginormous historical event, which we all know was not. But let me see what else I got here. I want to put this scale there. That's a good place. Keep that little scale out. That was also a gift from Archaeology Mikey. I have another one somewhere that, if I can find it, is going to become a giveaway. Oh, good. Here's my two things I gave away last week, so I can get them ready to mail. One of them was for Patty DeSharoon, and the other one was Mike Shalise. So I'll get them ready before I go to the post office tomorrow. And I got a package of a pair of shoes. Found it buried. Finally sent off my package from him in Canada. Only took about 16 months. So George has me beat like 2 times. Okay. Well, it was a long time before I got Doug's to him, but Doug's was really complicated because part of it was I was looking for certain coins for him. Part of it was his 12 days of Christmas. Part of it was other assorted giveaways. So it just got really complicated with including, and then we made a couple of trades and just, yeah, it was, and I was really sick at the time, so it got a little foggy in there. Oh, I forgot I had this. I got a jar back here. It's about 2.5 tall and about 2 inches wide, and it is just full of assorted coins. So let's see what these pennies in here are. Well, I'm not going to mess with that right now, but we will definitely have some coins for next week, even if I don't get anywhere, because there's pretty good mixed amount there. I'm finding coins. Yeah, the problem was Doug kept winning. That was it. Every time I would think I had the thing all done, he would win something, or he would see something on my show and send me an email and, hey, can I buy that? Or, can we do this? And so it just, his package just kept getting bigger and bigger, and it was something. What's in here? It's really heavy. Oh, stickers. I found some stickers from a couple of different channels. I haven't found my sticker boards yet either. I've got some little mini stickers from several different channels. These were test prints done by Parrat Pat, who makes stickers. I got a Digger Dan, I got the Detecting Smiths, I got Seeing Our Treasures out of Louisiana, One Plant, One People, which is a marijuana site, PD Sand Digger, and what is this? Something really small that I can't read. Yankee Down Under, and saying something adventures. They're really tiny. They're like 1-inch stickers. Parrat Pat, Dan's Smoking Treasures, Ambient Girl Dig. I don't think I even have one of those on my board. Keep that one. B3 Relic Recovery. We've got a lot of ground to cover. Oh, I can't tell you about that one. Michael Lyman, M.A. Lyman. And I know one of the things that's in this envelope, Mike hand stamps coins. And let's see if I think there's a couple of them in here. Maybe not. No, there's none of them in here. These are just loose coins that got thrown in that envelope with the stickers. So those can go in that jar that we will work on. I'll put the stickers back in the envelope until I can find my boards. And I don't remember what was in here, but the note says, Mark Thomas won these and wanted me to send them to you. So whatever it was, I think it was those metal stamped pennies that had music, clef notes and stuff on them. They're really cool. I'm gonna drill them and make earrings out of them. All right. Oh, yeah. Try to find something to put those in. Then I found a bag of pennies that I don't know if we have searched or not searched or what they are. And I am missing somewhere in here in the boxes I have not unpacked yet, a part of a box of pennies. Yeah, that's a good question, Jane Beller. Have you gone out with your detector yet? If you have, please come in Wednesday night, and I'm going to have you and William E. tell us about your experiences as new detectorists. If you would like to do that, I would certainly love to hear your stories. And then I have some pictures that Patty Disharoon sent me of some of her recent finds, which she always finds the coolest stuff. Killed Darkwing Duck. You killed Darkwing Duck. Oh no. No, we can't have that. And I've got a big old bunch of nickels. Some of them are like partly sorted, where they need to be, there are certain dates and they need to be checked for errors. And then some of them are just loose nickels. So we have a lot of things to work on that are turning up as I unpack the remaining boxes. Okay, I was trying to find something else to put with Susan B. before we give her away. Let me see what's in this. Okay. This looks like price tags for, yeah, that's price tags for the M15 yard sale. It's a 74-mile long yard sale that they have every year up here in Michigan. And Sir Benji and his sister and I all have adjacent booths. So I've been, as I unpack, sorting things out that I no longer need and will be putting in that sale. So I can use those stickers. Time. Oh, I need that. I'm still finding things. Let me see what's in this giveaway box. I got a whole drawer now that's just giveaways, and almost all of it is metal detecting things. I don't remember who gave me this, but this is an interesting giveaway since we were talking about error coins. And I don't know whose handwriting this is, but this is a 2016p Roosevelt quarter from the national parks. So it's a Theodore Roosevelt 2016, and it's in one of the little 2x2s. And whoever found it wrote, "Horse has booger." So let's, yeah, right, your only daughter. Okay. So here we go. Where's the booger? I don't understand where it says horse has booger. Is it the big blob in the middle of the horse's nostril? Right in there? I don't know. This was given to me, and I don't know by who. Usually I write on there who did it, but so I'm going to put that with Susan B. and the article about the Susan B. and a slightly crunchy $2 bill. But the thing about the $2 bills, kids are always fascinated by them, so you can distribute that. I'm actually working on a video about $2 bills. I've been working on it for a while, and I'm just about ready to start putting it together. So your prize is going to be the Susan B. Let's switch the camera here. Now that I have cameras, that's going to be my next major project, is figuring out how to switch off of StreamYard where I can have more cameras, because I can have as many cameras as I want set up here, but I can really only use them 1 or 2 at a time. And the 2 at a time is only if I spend the money on Pro. So I'm gonna be switching that. Okay, so we got a $2 bill. We got a supposedly snot-nosed horse. We got Susan B. Anthony, and we've got the newspaper article about the early release of the Susan B. Anthony. So we're just going to do this the easy way. Let's make it a little bit different so I can find out who exactly is in here. Let me see. Dashboard. Gift away. Huh. Where'd everybody go? Oh, everybody's gone. Let me see here. StreamYard giveaway. Choose live stream. We're gonna do one where everybody's gonna have to type in something here in just a second as soon as I set it up. All right. We're gonna do this. What have I just done? Okay, let's try this again. Let's try opening the right window. It really does help. Is it share screen? Giveaway 2. Here we go. We're going to type in hashtag eclipse. There we go. Here we go. No, that's not a hashtag, Kevin. Try again. And he wonders why he can't win. He wonders why he can't win. He put in an asterisk instead of a hashtag. bot is made out of leftover soup cans. Okay, if you say so. Whew. I'm sitting too close to the heater. And then beep, boop, beep, 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 boop, beep. Are we metal detecting? Boop, beep, beep, boop, 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 beep, boop, doodly doodly doo. The key is talking to the bot and offering cookies. Heck, I didn't know that. No wonder I don't win. Okay, there's supposed to be 11 people in the room and only 7 have entered bot bullying. It happens. It happens. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Now there's 11 in the room and only 7. Good job, Doug. Now I'll probably get in trouble for a gun or something. I'm always in trouble for something. Hi, Dale. Welcome to the funny farm. It's been interesting tonight. I'm still going to have to go with the blank planchet being the best find of the night. Whole envelope of solid ride quarters. A box with some miscellaneous quarters in it. I don't know if been searched or not. I'll put them in with the nickels because there wasn't very many of them. That way I can use this box for these pennies that I have to go back through. Now we're up to 8 out of 11. Then I get my desk cleared off. We'll pick a winner. And then I got to go find a pair of shoes that I sold today. I lowered the price on them because they've been sitting on my eBay store for a long time. They were kind of a small size, hard to find somebody to buy them. So I got a decent offer today, so I took it. Looks like a metal token. It's a token. Anybody want to sound in on this? I don't know when did Kellogg start? Look real quick. 1854. Huh. Well, okay. Post a link with information. The 1854, if that, I would have that one, probably somebody take a look at it, because those reportedly were actual gold. I don't, I'm going to put a link up here where you can go read about those, because it doesn't say anything about bronze ones. It only says that they made some gold ones in 1854 came from the San Francisco Mint and were made from gold from the California Gold Rush. Now, this is on the PCGS site, so it's a reputable website. It's not just somebody writing fiction. And so your information on those Kellogg and Company coins is on that page. They only made them in 1854, 1855. And there's gold ones. There were some copper die trial strikes. But if you go to the link that I just posted, there's a good history on there about, I don't know, can you? You should be able to open it. If not, you can copy it and paste it in to your browser and open it. Look at it. See, I'm in my streaming software. I'm not actually over in, but I just clicked on it and it opened, so you should be able to. And I would maybe take that to someone that can test it as far as what metal it is made of, because I see no mention of a bronze one. I only see gold and copper listed on that page. Okay, let's see. We got 8 people entered, 10 people in the room, and we're going to go ahead and give this away because I'm tired. Let me get it up on the, make sure it's up on the screen so y'all can see who wins. And we're going to go right now. Fleabag! The winner of the $2 bill, the Susan B. with the accompanying history, and the Roosevelt quarter with the snotty-nosed horse goes to Fleabag. So there he is. That flea, he never wins back. All righty. Cool beans. That's a nice way to end it. I wish I had a car. I sold my car. It was falling apart. And there was a guy here. I was supposed to. I kind of got misled. The lady in the office pointed out this car and said the guy was selling it. And then I found out that wasn't the car in question. The car that the guy is selling is like a total, I mean, it's such a beater, I won't even drive it. It's all rusted out and it had a puddle of oil under it and rotten tires. So I was looking on, what the heck is the name of that? Auto Trader today, and I saw a couple. My problem is I don't really have any way to go look at them because I don't want to like ride to somebody's stranger's house or something. So that's my problem now. And I don't have a whole lot of money, but I'm not wasting it on the one that's available here. That one was just too nasty. So if anybody knows somebody that has a relatively decent car in the greater Flint area that is under $3,000 that I can just use to putt around in a little bit. I mean, my last car, I spent $1,300 on it from a guy that bought it at a car auction and did nothing to it. And I drove that car from 2016 till 2024. And finally, it was still running when I sold it, but it needed work and it was starting to have serious issues. But that was a Chevy Malibu and it was pretty good. So anyway, if anybody spots something that might work for me, I could do a lot more if I had a car. To show. Now that I don't know. I always have a problem with that. Your best bet would be to send it to my email and see if I can put it up. Because if that's gold, man, that would be gold. Okay. That would be a really nice token. Heck, even if it was copper, it would be a nice token because those were only made, the copper ones were only made as a trial of the die stamp. So there can't be that many of them. Price guide. Yeah, see, I don't really know a lot about tokens. And I said I would recommend going to the pcgs.com and starting from there. Because truthfully, I am not well educated on tokens. Every time I find one, when I'm metal detecting, I have to do a lot of research on them. I'm not versed in that. I am mostly versed in U.S. pennies and U.S. quarters. I wish I could be of more help, but that will at least get you started on finding out a value. But I would take it to a jeweler and have them test it to see what it is made of. And the reason I'm saying a jeweler is I'm assuming you are not in the United States, and I would not be able to recommend even where to take it, other than the jeweler would definitely have a test kit. And on that note, I'm going to go. I need to eat, and then I need to pull my eBay order, and then I need to get all these little packets ready to go out tomorrow. So y'all come back Wednesday for the Sweeping the Dirt metal detecting show, and we'll all hear some tall tales. Oh, and I found a whole great big box full of some of my old finds. So even though I don't have anything new to show you, I've got some interesting old things to show. So we will see you all on Wednesday night. Hope everybody can still see, because you were smart enough not to stare into the eclipse. And everybody have a good one. Night. Oh yeah, one more thing. Hit the like, make a comment, share my videos, subscribe to my channel, and go watch one of my playlists, because we still need watches. I only got 10 mailing to go. Yeah, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 eBays, so I got 8. Got 8 go. So we will see ya. Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Glad you got to see the planet. That's kind of a rare deal there. That doesn't come up every day. All righty. Bye.